Hello, hello. Happy Thursday to y'all. So, if you see the title is called The Chakras. If you look behind me, I'm in my office and we've got our chakras. This is a beautiful piece of art that was, what do you call it? Child, I had somebody make this one. Commissioned. One of my yogi sisters is also an artist and she create this piece for me. I'm gonna see if she can make a fuller one for me. We've got the chakra system. Certifications, I'm gonna scroll y'all up because I am in my office just so you can see where we're gonna go. You see the yoga, affirmations, some of my certifications, and then these are some of the books that I have. This is a piece of my library in my office. But why are we here and why are we doing chakras? Well, because child, you one teach what you know, but you also teach what you need. And I have been teaching, I've been practicing yoga since 2007. I got my first certification in 2014, and I got a 500-hour certification from Sunstone Yoga. I believe it's changed. They don't even do 500s anymore. So I learned from the owners, an OG of OGs. I then went and got another 200 hours in Ashtanga. I have another really well-renowned teacher. I'll have to get their okays before sharing their information just because I don't want to just put people stuff out there like that. But why the chakras? I have found for myself, the energy is really thick. I have found that I'm becoming an angry bird on top of just anxiety. And one of the reasons that I started teaching yoga, well, I started going to yoga because I was in leadership and just had an over amount of stress that was going on. And I used to run and I had a knee injury. And one of my doctors recommended like, hey, you should try yoga. I was like, oh, okay, that's cute. And fell in love. So made the transition from corporate, started teaching. I taught all the way, I want to say probably until 2021, 2022. And then had some other things going. Nevertheless, what I want to do is create just some energy information that we as Black women can kind of tap into that's not necessarily traditional healing tools. So I think it's great that people pray. I think it is amazing if you're a person of faith. I'm not a believer that just because you practice yoga or you do chakras, I don't think that that negates your faith. I think that it enhances it. So when I'm teaching this, I am talking to myself. This is a reset for me. So with that, one of the things that I want us to do is just kind of go over a really quick couple of videos of what chakras are. Because of course, I can talk and talk and talk, but I also want to, again, sometimes visuals are beneficial. So I'm gonna blow this up and let's let her rip. Well, let's start it back here. And here we go. Now, we'll say that the way that this video plays is it's actually going in opposite direction. Typically, you start from your root chakra up. It's actually starting from the crown going down. So it's at the third eye, which is, we'll let it play. So you've got your third eye chakra, which okay. And the root chakra is what should be first in the sense of you always start from your root, your foundation. And we're going to go over that today. Again, I just want us to have some visuals. Make sure. Oh no, I think I did something wrong. I did. No, I didn't. I did. Let me see here. I'm going to share another one with y'all and go find the one that I mistakenly released. Dagnabbit. So this is one of the things when things are not going your way, you just go to your root chakra, ground yourself down, and just I am. I am. So let's share the screen. Okay. Let's go here. I hope y'all having a great Thursday. I want us to have this information so that we can prep ourselves. So Friday, you have the tools you need so that you can enjoy your whole weekend if you work a traditional work week.
It's about the human body and its secrets. One of these amazing things is the discovery of chakras, or energy points, which run down your spine. There are 7 major chakras within your body. These are named as the Muladhara chakra, Swadhisthana chakra, Manipura chakra, Anahata chakra, Vishuddha chakra, Agyan chakra, and the Sahasrara chakra. The yogis say that life energy, or prana, moves like water in a river through these chakras. But the really intriguing thing is, the location of these chakras exactly match the nerve plexuses within the human body. There are various practices through which you can open and activate these energy centers and enjoy great physical, mental, and spiritual benefits. Practices like Kundalini yoga, powerful breathing exercises, and asanas can charge and fully activate these nerve plexuses, which in turn results in more powerful brain activity and expanded awareness.
All right. And I do like that this actually gave the names in Sanskrit, which is really the language of yoga. So we've got the secrets. We went over just the base of it. I also want us to see one more thing, and then we'll go into the teaching tonight or some of the offering. So let's go here. And we will learn to work together. You know what? I did not even introduce myself. Good evening, y'all. My name is Tiff. Welcome to the House of Hypocrisy, where we talk about politics, culture, and clearly we're going to do some wellness as well, just because that is my true wheelhouse. And we're on our wellness journey, because if we're going to be covering politics, we have to balance ourselves out. If not, I don't think it'll be good for everybody. All right, so let's go here. Let's blow her up. There you go. So this talks about your root chakra, which is at the color is red. It's at the base of your spine. And think about your physical identity, stability, grounding. If you were in utero, it's like when you're in mom's womb, like, or as a small child, very young. Your sacral chakra is right above your root chakra. So think for women, kind of like where your fallopian tubes would be. The color is orange. It's located again below your belly button, and it's connected to sexuality, pleasure, and creativity. But also, if you think about this is, if your root, you would say child-wise, you're, let's say in utero to about 12 to about really 2 to 3 years old. When you get to the sacral, is when you start getting introduced to other people within your family dynamic. So cousins, your connection is not just simply to your mom. Now your solar plexus, this is once you're out of utero, you've been introduced. Now, because of being introduced to other people, your self-esteem and confidence, which can be affected by your interactions by other people. So the solar plexus is the color yellow. It's the upper abdomen, and it is over, like, again, self-esteem, confidence, how you see yourself because of the interactions of others. So now you have your heart center, which is the color green. It's located at the center of your chest. It's about love, compassion. I also like to think about, okay, so we've been in utero, we've started to have outside connections, we've started to find identity. Now, if you had to think about maturation as a person, this is like when that puppy love first starts, like your first love, young, tender love. We'll say about the ages, really about, let's say about 5 to 15. Yeah. So now you have your throat chakra, which is 3, or which is 3. Your throat chakra, which is blue, and it's over communication. And this is where, if you had to think about, based on all of the things that you've gone through in your life cycle, is your communication open? Have you been shut down so you lost your throat? If you wanted to do it around development age, this is about the teenager age. This is when people start, they mouth off, or you got a slick mouth, that kind of stuff that a lot of times get assigned to teenagers because they may not have been taught how to properly communicate. Also, we'll talk about how the chakra flows up, and if you have a blockage, where you may need to work on it. And I'm giving these ages, so I want you to be kind of cognitive of when was the last time you felt free, or if something comes up, maybe journal that it kind of triggered, and then kind of go and think about at that age what was going on with you. But your throat chakra is your communication. It's how we express, or how we really retract. And of course, the color blue. Now your third eye, and a lot of times it's literally your third eye, it's indigo or purple. It's located in your forehead, and it's about your intuition and imagination. And once we hit adulthood, most people stay within third eye. Ascension is very hard for most people to get there. And even with your intuition, is based off of your life journey. Do you trust yourself? Do you question yourself? Can you even communicate? And do you allow yourself to have imagination? And we'll go through the things of what you need to do to activate it. Your crown chakra, which is violet, it's on top of your head. It is awareness and intelligence. And again, if you follow traditional, like Ashtanga yoga, most people don't ascend until they ascend. And if you are receiving downloads, or say that you're part of the collective and you're now finding this information, you're probably dealing with a level of ascension to allow you to get the information that you need so that you can deepen the level and do what you're supposed to do in this journey during this time. That's your chakras. Isn't it cute, y'all? I love the chakras. I think that for me, it's been the easiest way that I learned. Hey, Adi. The chakra system has been the easiest way that I was able to understand communication development and then what was going on. So if you know me, I am a believer in books, hence you got all this behind you. But thanks for your support. So what are your chakras? Inside our bodies, something really cool can be found. It's 7 chakras that spin, and they go round and round. They're like colorful wheels that give us energy. They keep us healthy, happy, and full of synergy. When all the chakras work together like a color in a rainbow, we can feel strong, calm, happy, and ready to go. When we're balancing our chakras, we need to take care of our body, mind, and really become aware. We need to work with our breath, which is called pranayama in yoga. We want to make sure that it's slow, it's deep. We use the colors as a connection. So when we work on root chakra work, you can visualize the color red, maybe wear the color red. If you're like me, you're drinking yoga, you can have some red wine. We have the colors red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Each one of the chakras has a unique color, and it deserves the respect. Now, what I'm going to say is one of the reasons that I want to teach this is I hear people so often say like, oh, they're low vibrational. they may be doing root work, and your foundation is your foundation. So I don't think it's anything wrong if you stay at just making a really strong foundation and being there for self, because the first really mantra or affirmation for your root chakra is I am. I am is enough. Like most people never make it to I am. So that in itself, like if you elevate and work up, great. But if you can just sit in your I amness, I think it's awesome. So when we talk about the root chakra, which is the color red, it's located at the base of the spine. It helps us feel grounded and secure. In order to keep it healthy, we need to skip and jump and run and hike and be in nature and allow ourselves to have fun. Then you want to introduce things like red fruit. So apples, cherries, berries. That actually helps you kind of internalize the energy, and it also is going to help you stay super strong. And then you want to keep the body young with fun and play. So my challenge for you physically is I want everybody to skip. So sometime between now and the next time we meet next Thursday for chakra lessons, I want you to go skip and then tell me how it is. I've been watching some skipping challenges, and I found it pretty funny, but I also understood how oftentimes we disconnect from our body. So the first thing that you want to do is be rooted and grounded and just be okay to be inside your body. So I love little books. I teach adults and I teach little people, but I always like to use visuals. So this book is called my little energy book, Chakra Chakra. And it says, Chakra Chakra, I am red. I feel soft. At home in my bed. I have a family and I have friends. They are my tribe and it will never end. Chakra Chakra, I feel safe. So it's the I am and I feel safe. We also have a deck of cards. And so your root chakra, if you are into stones, it would be red jasper, black agate, smoke quartz. We'll get into mudras of like how you hold your hand for it. But the characteristics of your root chakra is that it's directly associated with the body and survival. So it influences our thought about safety, security, ability, needs, inflexibility, anger, desire, greed, jealousy. It can, if you're unbalanced, you can have issues with an unfocused mind, not reaching goals, unable to stay still, mental fatigue, and then elements of arthritis. And then it also affects our reproductive system, your tailbone, your pelvis, your legs, and your feet. So if your lower extremities are not healthy, again, arthritis, you want to work on getting your root chakra balanced. One of the things that you can do is sit in crisscross applesauce. We used to call it Indian style. If you're old enough to know Indian style, if not crisscross applesauce. And what you want to do is you want to sit and you take your hands and you legitimately kind of move the meatiness of your hiney and get your sits bones to kind of sit down. Once you do that, then you say affirmations to yourself. So the affirmations would be, I'm supported at all times. I am a beloved child of the Creator and I choose to embrace life. I am always safe and secure, being watched over by loving beings. I am open to give and receive. I am here to experience this life and not escape from it. I am always grounded to Mother Earth and I can support myself. Typically also in yoga, in chakras, for every chakra, there's a bija sound. So the bija sound for your root chakra is Lam, which is a C note. And then the frequency is at 396 megahertz. So if you wanted to go to YouTube and find some music kind of to just play in the background, you want to be at frequency 396. Yes. Aromatherapy, which you saw me light my incense. For your root chakra, you can do cedarwood, patchouli, thyme, sandalwood, and ginger. So we have that. Now, think of your chakra system like a magical map inside of your body. And the map is made up of the chakras. When you learn to balance the energy of the chakras, you allow your true self to shine, and it creates a beautiful and balanced reality. So when we think about the root chakra, which is Muladhara, you want to think about an elephant being grounded. I feel safe. You can also think about I feel protected. And one of the animals that you will think about is a turtle and how it has a shell. So the turtle can go inside of the shell and be protected, but also the elephant is large and mass, but it also is very balanced. You very rarely see an elephant just attack out of nowhere. It's grounded in its reality. It is where it is. I'm safe. I am. As long as outside elements like people don't get involved. Hey, Callie. Welcome, welcome. Thank y'all for supporting. We're learning about chakras. I understand. I'm just saying as why I'm teaching this is one for myself, but also understanding that as Black people, we are going through immense energy swings. And also we introduce ourselves to energy that might not always serve us. And we've got to, if we're going to grow and be in community together, we have to be safe for each other. And one of the ways that we're safe for other people is being safe for ourselves. So we're starting the chakra series. We're going to get through, have my artwork, and I'm showing all the way up, and we're legitimately working our way up to where we're starting off with the chakras. Then we'll do our image. Then we'll get to yoga. And then those that are interested will get into certain energy work. So we talked about the chakras. We went over what it is. I want us to get grounded, right? So let me show this first. And lots of this artwork I have in my home. So if you look and see, here's your root. I'm grounded within myself. That's what you want to work on. Then we go with, so the I ams, come back, screenshot this, print it out. If you want a copy of this, leave a message on the community board and I'll put it there. So let's get grounded. We're going to finish out with our root chakra affirmation. So you can close your eyes. You can relax your shoulders. You want to make sure that your tongue is not at the top of your mouth. You want to relax your jaw, soften your shoulders, kind of take a deep breath in. When you breathe in, think about a balloon filling your belly all the way up. Let it fill all the way up. You want to take a stop at the top and then audibly sigh it out. You want to take another breath, this time kind of circling the mouth like you're sipping through a straw. You take a deep inhale, fill the belly up. So it's take a pause at the top and then sigh everything out. And then we're going to take one more breath where you just inhale through the nose, feel the breath on the back of your throat, feel your belly expand, stop at the top, and then you'll audibly sigh it out. So you give yourself those 3 breaths. And then if you're in a place where you feel safe and supported, kind of close your eyes and just allow yourself to hear my voice. If you don't feel comfortable, I completely understand. Just kind of relax or maybe soften the eyes, or you can read along with me. that's going on, we absolutely have a right to love the lives that we're living. Let's see. Get me up here. Y'all, I'm gonna figure this out. It's not letting me be great. Let me see. Do. Child. We're gonna figure this out, y'all. Nope. So this is an opportunity, there we go, for me to practice. So even when we get a bit frustrated, it's okay to just acknowledge what's going on. I'm here. Okay, I'm deeply rooted. We're working out presentations and learning how to do them. We understand that our root chakra is located in our lower section. We want to visualize the color red. We want to look at the mantras. Out of these mantras, find the one that resonates with you, but also the one that makes you a bit uncomfortable, and then journal with that. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments so we can learn together. But allow yourself to practice the I ams. I am supported at all times. I am a beloved child of the Creator, and I choose to embrace life. I am always safe and secure, being watched over by loving beings. I am open to giving and receiving. I am here to experience this life, not escape from it. And I am always grounded to Mother Earth and can support myself. Really be okay with learning how to be rooted, grounded in who you are and how you show up. It is the best thing that you can do. You're the only you on this planet. You're the only one with this journey. And oftentimes we're experiencing certain things so that we can, one, grow as people, but also grow for our family, our children, our community, like our tribe, and then the larger tribe. So thank you so much for joining. This is our first little intro. We're going to work all the way up to the chakra system. We're going to get really familiar with it, and then we'll learn super cool new things together. So we will close out with Loka Samasta Sukhi Nu Bhavantu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. The light in me honors and acknowledges the light in you. It is a gift and an honor to share this time, this space. You know what I'm going to say. Go be kind to a Black woman, male or child. You hear my babies calling me, so right on time. Go be kind to another human being, but most of all, be kind to yourself. And I'm going to go be kind to my little baby. So thank y'all so much. See you soon. Have a fantastic weekend. Revel in the I ams. I am safe. I'm grounded. I have everything that I need, and I support myself. See you soon, friends.